but this is the purpose right here. I'm doing right now. So, all right, Robin, we ready for the intro? We live. Hey, Dennis, if you can't share it on your Facebook page, please. We're live on the Rockies Reality Facebook page.
So, you're on Facebook right now?
Yep, we're live. We're live on Facebook and YouTube actually on the Rockies Reality.
Can somebody send me a link and I'll just post it?
Okay, you want me to send it to your Instagram or no? I'll inbox it on Facebook. Yeah, Robin, I can't hear it. It's Okay, let me shut. Okay, there we go.
This is Rocky with Rocky's Reality, and you're listening to Motor City Woman Radio. Music, relationships, life, black culture.
Or should I just say culture?
Right, all that pretty much. More music, educating and entertaining, more black businesses, just more. More me just being me. Sometimes it might get a little 7-Eleven like Beyonce. You can follow Rocky's Reality on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Rocky's Reality is now 2 full hours of unfiltered and unapologetic conversation.
But we're only gonna be here for 1 hour tonight. What up, though, Dennis? I
Doing?
just inboxed it to you. So welcome everyone to Rocky's Reality. I have in the building, well, we in separate buildings, but in the Rockies Reality platform, Mr. Dennis Reed, filmmaker, producer, writer, author, uh,
Headache.
shit talker, guru. Remind me like Obi-Wan Kenobi at times, the way you be putting down your wisdom, Dennis. CEO, founder of DR2
All right.
Productions and Homestead Entertainment.
Oh, I can't. I can't like copy your thing. Can
The
you just?
link.
Yeah. Can you like send it to my phone?
Okay, I don't know if you want to put your number in the chat and I'll text it to you.
Yeah, I don't want to say my number on here. They will go crazy.
I know. I already know. I already know. So go ahead, just put it into the chat and then I'll send you the link.
I just did. You good? You ready?
I'm waiting on. Or just inbox it to me on Facebook because it's not. I didn't see it come through the chat.
I just sent it. Oh, on the chat thing.
Oh no, never mind. I got it. I got it. Y'all stand by. Y'all know this is the age we in 2022. All these little technical things.
That's why we need to have our teenage kids doing this.
Yeah. And we're gonna get into that because I got an 18-year-old. So and an 11-year-old. And they definitely know how to work this shit because I think we were on the same age. Cause
I don't know.
You mind saying, do you mind if I say what year?
You can say my year.
Okay, 94. Did you graduate from high school in 94? Okay, I'll just be having to ask. I make sure, we can reveal the details. Some people be trying to be incognito with they stats.
I don't think men do that. I think that's more of a woman thing.
Yeah, that is. But I don't really think women should do it either. Cause we look damn good to be our age.
Some of y'all.
Some of us.
Yeah, you didn't send it.
You said what?
You didn't send the link thing.
I'm sending it now. It's coming through now. It's coming through to your phone. But if you just go on Facebook, yeah, it'll take you there. Okay, y'all. So welcome to Rocky's Reality, everyone. Tuning in with Mr. Dennis Reed. Did it come through?
Yeah, I'm about to.
Filmmaker, director, author, DR2 Productions, Homestead Entertainment, First Lady, which I need to see that because that's got hoops in it. Paper Heart, like what he said, she said, was that your first like going from being an author to stage play to film, or how did that work?
No, my first movie was True Law.
Okay.
First movie. I did a book called True Law. I did True Law 1 and 2. That was the first time I really got into doing like sequels and shit. So that's what started the sequel thing with me. So when I did True Law, it was really because I wasn't ready to do he said she said yet, if that make any sense.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, as a creative, you know, you want to put certain stuff out here and in certain phases. So did you always write? Did you like when did you start writing? Like talk about like coming up. Because for me, my story is, and I know you a storyteller like me. I remember being on the porch listening to FM 98, the top 8 at 8, Mason in the morning. And those were the beginnings I knew of what I wanted to do. So what was that like for Dennis Reed? Like, did you write poetry or raps when you was younger? Like, what was the beginnings of you being a writer and then eventually filmmaker?
I I didn't really want to write. That was not ever my thing. Um, it's funny because when you just said listen to 98 on your porch, I remember like I used to be the person like I'll be listening to like New Edition, Can You Stand the Rain had came out, and it
Yep.
was like number one on the hot 8 or 8 or whatever. And
Yep.
I remember, and see, Puffy did the shit, so fuck you, Puffy. But what happened was, I used to be that kid that it'd be like, "Can you stand the rain? Yeah, can you stand the rain? Can you sit right?" That would be me, right? But I
Break
couldn't
into it, break into it, break into it.
rap. So,
Right.
but that used to be my thing. Like my brother was more of the creative motherfucker in our family.
Okay. As far as right, because rapping is creative too, though.
Right, but no, I wasn't a rapper. Like I'm saying, my brother was just creative. That motherfucker,
Okay.
he used to be able to like rap, sing, dance,
Okay.
motherfucker, do everything. Like if you like knew my brother, you'd be like, yo, like he was the only person in our neighborhood that they would be like Robert Reed. They never just called him Robert. They'd be like Robert Reed. You know, so it was
Older, younger. He was older or younger to you.
I'm the oldest out of everybody. So
Okay.
this used to be like, yo, this motherfucker had it. So it's like, but my mother kids always was like that though. Like
How
she
many
had,
was it of y'all? Was it a big family?
yeah, well, it was my mom had five with my dad. So it was
Okay.
my mom and dad had five kids, and then my dad had two more.
Okay. Okay. We gonna come back to that. But wait, I want to go back. Why you say fuck Puffy? You like Diddy? You mean?
Yeah, I was saying fuck him because he took my idea and started rapping on shit like on the slow songs, and he made $1 billion off of it. Puffy was
Oh, that was you first though.
it was me.
Did he see you? Did he see you at the Rhythm Cafe or something and stole your idea? Like, what did you?
No, I never even, never ever told nobody that. Like that was something that it was just like what I used to do when I'd be laying in bed, like talking to myself and shit. So
Uh-huh.
I never wanted to be a writer though, man. I never wanted to write a book. I never wanted to write a movie. It just at the end of the day, God just knew that if He didn't
Yep.
give me a gift, my ass would be dead right now.
Yeah. Right. Real talk. Because we both from the hood and understand that. So, did you get to share the video, Dennis? Did you get it?
Mhm.
Okay. So, and that ties into what you were saying the other day, how shit that happens to you in the past prepares you for now.
Yeah.
Like we share a lot of the same thought process as far as like how our kids is just too damn spoiled. They asked us we how average. I felt you. He was like average. You can't be average when you black. That's the same message, and I think that's just culturally what we teach our kids because we know that you can't do the same shit that white
Everybody,
people do. You just can't, and
everybody don't
expect you ain't gonna have the same outcome.
everybody don't teach their kids that, and that's part of the problem. You know, a lot of us think that it's okay to fucking be average. You know, like I told me and my son are we're not beefing. You don't beef with your kids, you beat their ass. But
Right, right. I'm not negotiating with you. Like, why you think we on the same level? I had to tell my daughter, she 18, like, I'm the queen, you the princess. Understand?
I don't even know if you the princess and shit. Like you the motherfucking servant, motherfucker. Like you have to work up the princess status in the house. You know, but like
Really?
like with my son though, it kind of fucked up because he the youngest, you know, and he gets he gets what the other two didn't. Well, really the other three because I have Marcel too. So he get what the other three didn't. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like right now I'm not like rich, but I'm okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he don't have the issues that the other kids had.
Right.
And even
Because
though
they young, he's younger than them.
yeah, and
Right.
even though the other kids didn't really know the struggle, they never knew the struggle.
Not like us. Right.
No, no, motherfucker. They didn't know the struggle.
No, y'all don't know about catching that DLT in this code.
No, when I say they don't know the struggle, like the shit that I was going through when
Right.
when they were younger, they don't know about that shit.
Okay. Right.
Like they still thought that everything was good.
Yeah.
Like I still was able to make God was still able to make it happen. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So when you understand that God put people in your life to make shit better, you know, they don't understand that struggle. But with Cam, he see the shit. Like he has no issues. And I think that's part of the problem with me giving him too much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because he's a good kid. Like, don't get it fucked up. Right?
But yeah,
But
they wrong. They spoiled.
but that spoiled
They
shit.
privileged. They privileged in a way. Right.
I
So wait a minute. Let me come back to how you came up. Why did okay? And we always say, "Oh, I ain't want to start writing," but obviously God put it in you for a reason. So, what made you write that first book? Like, what was the catalyst? Who are some of your influences? Like, what made you be like, "Let me get into this. Let me do this."
I had got shot April 20th, 05. Um, and I remember my homeboy Mark that came to the hospital. He was just like, "Yo, I want you to read the Book of Job." And like I read it, and I was thinking like at the end of the day, like, damn, like God was taking everything. What God didn't take it, but He allowed the devil to take everything away from this dude.
Hmm.
And with reading that, I I was going through losing everything, but it wasn't happening all at once. That shit was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like April 20th, get shot in the hospital for 30 days. Get out the hospital, move it to a big ass house. Can't afford the big ass house no more. So now you got a girl, you got a new baby that's only a couple, like a month old. Cause I got shot April 20th. Cam was born April 4th. I got my daughter, my son, my other son, my bonus son, got all that shit going on. And I'm a hoe at that time, like straight up still.
So you got the side chicks coming at you too.
Well,
You
really wasn't even the side chicks because it was not like that. It was just like every now and then I'll fuck with somebody kind of thing. And
okay?
then when you do stupid shit like that and you go from making this amount of money to making this amount of money, your girl like, nigga, I'm not going through that shit with you. And it's funny now that I'm older and I think about it. It's like, can I say she wasn't shit? Okay, yeah, she wasn't shit. But did she have a reason not to be shit? Yeah, she had a reason not to be shit. Right? So it
Mm.
was just like God just started taking shit. Like she left. I was able to keep the house, right? But the car repo,
Mm.
money gone, every little thing gone except
You
for
healing? You all broke the fuck up because you healing because you shot up.
and I remember reading books. I remember reading Terry Wood's book. I remember reading
True to the game.
but yeah, True to the Game was my shit. You know,
Yeah.
who did want to be Kadar? You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Then I read The Coldest Winter Ever. Me and my cousin Sean and my sister Danielle all still talk about that shit. But then it was a book called Be More Careful by Shannon Holmes.
Yes.
And it was
One of
like
my faves hood books. Yes.
Shannon, I was and it's funny because I remember reading this shit and I'm like, yo, like I could do this shit.
Right.
So
Yep.
I remember giving Erica Jones. Now I remember giving her one of the books to read because that was my homegirl. We started talking about the shit. Then we was like, yo, let's write a book together. Who will sell more of the book? You write a book, I write a book, kind of thing. Then me and her wrote He Said, She Said together. Um, I guess at the time that was like her outlet for to get her shit out and get her mind right, and that was definitely my outlet to get my mind right. And we wrote He Said, She Said, man, and it just started with that. Like, you think because you write a book you want to make $1 million? That's
No, hell no.
you know,
You gotta grind to get that.
but the grind is different, especially when you don't know the business.
Yeah.
So you hear that at the time Michael Bazin was going. He used to always brag about, I went to every hair salon, I was selling my book. And now look at me, I'm doing plays. And I'm like, I'm about to do that shit.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
going to hair salon, hair salon, hair salon. The one thing about going into hair salons that really pissed me off was women talk so much shit and then rumors start because you don't want to talk to this chick, so now you gay and you can't.
Oh.
It just used to be so much bullshit I used to hear with that shit. But I still used to sell like 60 books a weekend. So that's like $600 and shit. So you go from making thousands a weekend to making $600, but that ain't no money. Then, I get with a lady named Michelle Moore, who became like a sister. And that was like my first, because in the streets, you always know that you got to watch your back. But dealing with that whole thing, that showed me that you still got to watch your back in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking me and her super cool.
And you were new to it too. You was fresh. You was real green.
Yeah, like me and her started going to New York together because I'm originally from New York anyway. But we was going to New York together to sell books, and then find out that she was talking so greasy about me that it was so fucked up, and that kind of hurt me because I honestly looked at her like a sister.
Right.
So, but I just remember even I thank her
Yeah.
for introducing me to a lot of people. I
Yeah.
thank her for, like I said, you learn how to handle shit now from the shit that you learned.
Yep. You know how to be more careful.
But I remember telling her like, yeah, I'm gonna do plays and I'm gonna do this, and that was like, and me and her cool now, kinda, but I just remember she always say, D, that wasn't my dream. My dream was just to write books, and she's damn good at that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So she's probably one of the best out that does that shit. And just to have her knowledge, like, I'm learning that people may not always be your friend like you want them to be,
Mm-hmm.
but they probably the friend that God needed them to be for you.
Right. Yeah. Oh. Child Ray. We need a bell. I need a bell. I need a bell. I love it. And shout out to Velda Watcher. Hey, Velda. Hey, V. So let's get into the movies a little bit. So True Law, First Lady 1, 2, and 3. He Said, She Said, Paper Heart. So far, is this something I'm missing? Is there another one you've got? A film?
We got the TV show Indictment.
Okay.
We got Indictment, who was Jonathan Carter. We got the TV show I Declare War.
Okay. So out of all of those, Dennis, what thus far has been your favorite?
My favorite movie out of all of them is probably, nobody ever asked me that. I probably would say True Law. I mean, y'all would probably say True Law because it's my first. I'm really thinking about redoing that one. Like, I got money.
Okay. Like right. You could do it right. You're gonna reboot it, remake it. Okay.
That shit dope. But I think one of the movies that really changed my life, well, everybody would think it's First Lady 1, because that's when I started making money, like real money. But business wise, I would probably say it was probably Indictment, who was Jonathan Carter, because that's when I met Jen. And like I tell people, like, meeting Jen was like
last name Jen
Jennifer Williams.
Okay.
So next to like
from Real House, from Basketball Wives.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like business wise, I think that she was probably one of my best connects on ever meeting, because it's funny because her and my brother's birthday is a day apart.
Mm-hmm.
and she remind me so much of him. With
Mm.
her swag, with how people genuinely love her. But the thing with her was she made me think outside the box of business wise.
Mm.
Start introducing me to her circle. And most people never do that. They don't ever do that shit. You know? So like when she started introducing me to her circle, it was never fake. It was like this my brother. Like I look at Velda like my sister, because I
Yeah.
got 5 sisters, right? But Velda's my sister, right? But then like now it's like honestly, it's like my bonus family is literally Velda, Lee Master, China, and Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Because like just Lee and Velda, because they stood by me through every fucking storm.
Yeah, I saw where you was talking about Lee Master when you was broke as hell. The other guy was like, "Dog, I need my money up front," and
You
y'all
know,
just had to come to agreement. But Lee Master was by your side, and he's in He Said She Said, right?
yeah, but see, people, what you don't get though, it was a time that nobody would fuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got people really not fucking with you, and then you got Leah and Velda who standing by you, even China who standing by you, and it
Yeah.
was motherfuckers not fucking with them too on some levels because they was fucking with me. Like Lee didn't take a lot of jobs because he fucked with me so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And Velda took jobs, but I know it was hard because I know for them to be saying the shit that they were saying about me to her, I know that shit probably bothered her. You know what I mean? And I
Mm-hmm.
just kept on thinking like this shit gonna happen. Like my mother used to be like, "Yo, Didi, you just you keep on being who you are. You keep on believing that you do shit the right way, and everything gonna happen right. Don't even sweat the shit. People that hate you gonna be saying your name. You
Ooh,
and
ain't that in the Bible or something? Your enemies will become your footstool or something like that.
but it just Jen when getting back to her was like, man, she started introducing me to everybody. Like
That's the shit.
like I remember she introduced me Angela Yee. So me Angie ended up being super cool. Where Angie at?
Mm-hmm. She is.
Angie super cool. So where's Angie at right now? She's on my set right now filming.
Yep. Wait. Let's flip to that because and shout out to Angela Yee by the way who I interviewed her. This is a trip. It's almost a year ago when I got back from Florida for my birthday last year. I interviewed her for her private label hair store that she opened up here. So shout out to Angela Yee. So yeah, let's segue into that. Your upcoming film, Who You With?
Yeah, I'm just executive producer that with Homestead.
Okay.
And you know,
Is Angela Yee starring or is she just one of the featured
she
actors or what?
she in it. She in
Okay.
it. But,
She in it.
it's like it. This is the first movie that I'm paying for that I didn't write or direct,
Mm.
and it
But you
was
make the decisions. Executive producer means you get to say how shit sways, right?
well, no, but yes, because even though I can make decisions, one of the hardest thing about being executive is allowing your team to work.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
when you may see a mistake being made, sometimes you just gotta bite your tongue on it and let them figure it out. Because if you do that, 5 years from now, they won't make that mistake and you won't have to let them figure it out. They already got it. But if you always step in and try to help on every little thing, 5 years from now, you're on vacation, they still calling your phone every 2 minutes.
So it's kind of like, okay.
So
Okay, so you the executive producer. Talk about that. Talk about how that came together.
I started making a lot of money. So I'm like, I I look at the movies like properties, and it was like, all right,
Mm.
so I understand if you make one movie, you may make $1,000, and I'm giving low numbers, but just follow me. You make one movie, you may make $1,000 a month. If you have two movies, that means you make $2,000 a month. If you have 100 movies, that means that you made $10,000 a month, right? Well, 110, yeah, $100,000 a month. right? And that's how I just looked at it. It looked like I just look at it. I'm from the street, so I look at like a bunch of little crack houses. You know what I mean? It's like the more houses you got, the more money you gonna make, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how I look at the shit. So the goal was to make 23 movies this year, and you know, this
23. Why 23? Is there something special about the number 23?
no, just like fuck how many movies you want to make 23. All right, fuck it, let's do it. That's exactly.
Okay.
And so like right now this month we have 3 movies filmed this year because I mean this month because I'm filming right now Who You With by Brenda Hampton, who is like a I don't really like calling people big sisters. That's like a sister to me from St. Louis. She wrote a lot of books and she ended up brokering a deal with Paper Heart for Keisha Irvin. So we did her book into a movie, and now we doing Brenda book into a movie. Then it's another girl who Ashley was with Homestead. She gave us her movie. She did a movie called Quarantine Bay, right?
Mm.
And me and her talked one day on the phone, and she was like, "I got this other movie." I'm like, "How much?" And she told me, I'm like, "Fuck it, I'll pay for it. Let's get it." So that movie being filmed in Atlanta on the 15th. And then I started filming my next movie that I wrote is called Faithful. So we started filming that February 26th.
I love it. I love it. So, and we're gonna get into the Nick Cannon post in a little bit, y'all. I know that's why a lot of people watching, and that's part of why I reached out to you. But I had connected with you because do you remember Portia Monique from Rolling Out? I'm sure you may have met her.
I don't remember, but that's cool.
Okay. But I know we had met at some point back in the day, and I've been seeing your work for a while. So I just want to say kudos to you. For Black History Month, let me just say kudos to you, Black filmmaker out here, like shifting the narrative. That's what I love, and that's what I love to highlight. Those who are in the Detroit, using Detroit talent. And just I heard you do a lot for the community as well. So I always believe in giving people their flowers while they're alive. So I just want to say kudos to you for what you're doing in the game. And it sounds like you don't have a problem with bringing people with you as far as mentoring them and sharing the resources that you've gotten. Because I see you drop a lot of gems on your page a lot of times.
You have to, because your gift to God is sharing your gift. And that's like the biggest thing. Like, I had problems with so many motherfuckers in the city. It used to be crazy. And I just look at it now like you can't make no money beefing with niggas. You can make a lot of problems.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine if we all just get along and just work, man.
Yeah.
That's the shit. But you can't work with everybody now. I'm learning, like, like people get mad at me because I'm like, I got this one fuck up rule. You will fuck up once, I can't fuck with you no more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like I don't love you. I just want to love you over there. I don't want to look
right. Because like you said, that's a reflection of you. You were saying that earlier, something happened to you earlier today where somebody must have not followed through. And I feel that because I have felt that too, and that's because I use my platform a lot to promote people's Black businesses. Like shout out to Jawan Hawkins of Authentically Dope. Like I always try to support Black businesses and connect people with others. So I felt you when you were saying like, when you put somebody in a position and then they fuck it up, it's like, now you making me look bad. And like you said, I love you, but now other people gonna be looking at me a certain way, and we already know how word of mouth is too.
I'm not gonna let them look at me another way.
Okay.
I'm not gonna allow that. Like I'm gonna just get rid of you, like dead ass. Like.
But then you got to do some cleanup with the other person though, because I've had to do that damage control. Like, okay,
motherfuckers know who you are, man.
Yeah, like, that's true.
Oh, like. I pay people well. I treat people better. And people know, man.
Right, you're right. People know your reputation and what you're saying for. I feel that.
And at the end of the day, I want to be so good at being good that when somebody bad say something bad about me, motherfuckers like you lying.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel you.
That's how good I want to be.
Yeah.
But
Now that is a challenge though, especially in somewhere like Detroit, because you know people will spread, like you said, the women will spread. You ain't want to talk to the chick, so she's saying you gay. And you know people spread bullshit.
At the end of the day, I'll fuck her mother. like don't get it fucked up. Like at the end of the day, you know, they gotta know who you are. You know, like they just gotta know who you are. They gotta know.
Right. And I think sometimes that's why my confidence comes off as arrogance, because I'm like, y'all know who I am. Like, come on, let's not do this. You know the type of person, because I'm one of them. I'm from the cuff. What you see is what you get, like for real. So let's not play games. So one last question about the movies, and then I want to flip to the Nick Cannon. Which one of your characters do you identify with the most? Or like which one of the movies kind of mimics your life? Because I was watching He Said, She Said, and Paper Heart, and I'm like, this shit, he done went through some of this shit.
I didn't write Paper Heart.
Okay.
So that was all Keisha and Brian.
Okay.
I think that shit was fire.
It was. I was watching it. So from the ones that you have done though, First Lady, True Law, He Said, She Said.
So let's just like, none of them, like for real, like He Said, She Said, Kid wasn't shit, I wasn't shit. That's every dude though. We all go through that dumb shit. You know, I had a crazy ass girlfriend, like how China was, and He Said, She Said. I had one of them. That bitch was nuts.
Yes, she was.
I had that, but no, like my stories just be stories, man. If you really just want to know my life and shit, man, listen to my lives, because y'all be getting it raw.
Yeah, you do. I love that. So let's yeah, definitely. And I love how you just you be real with it. So that's definitely why I reached out to you. So let me read the post. So if everyone doesn't know by now, Nick Cannon got 11 baby mamas and kids. Well, let's be clear. He has 8 children, 7 living and 5 children's mothers. And so I want to say, I just, again, want to commend you, Dennis, for addressing bad behavior, because, you know, it comes different. It comes all differently when it's men checking other men. Because, you know, women, we talk shit, period. We going to always be running our mouths. But it's a difference to me when a man comes out and publicly says something. So is it cool if I read it?
You can read it.
Okay. So this is what Dennis posted. He posted this on Instagram and Facebook, January 31st. First off, let me say this. I am not judging. I'm commenting for men under 30. You men over 30 know everything, so I'm not talking to y'all. I have 3 kids, 3 children's mothers or baby mamas, any way you want to word it. The hardest thing in the world is another man raising your kids. I fucked up because I thought I could raise my kids how I wanted them, even if me and their moms weren't together. That was bullshit. My daughter had a stepdad I couldn't stand, and it was nothing, and I mean nothing I could do about it. Please, you guys, stop thinking the shit Nick Cannon is doing is cool. This shit is terrible. I don't give a fuck how much money you have or how you think you can really raise the kids right. You can't be a great parent if you really not in your kids' lives, showing them what family really looks like. And it's not a damn picture. It's being there all the time, feeding them, not over FaceTime, not them visiting you or you visiting them, but living under the same roof. That's the shit we should be promoting, not this Nick Cannon shit. Levels. Or hashtag levels. By the way, my mom told me to have all my kids by one woman. I wish I listened. My kids' moms are cool, but each raise kids differently. And that means I have to learn 3 different ways of parenting. That shit is not easy.
Right.
So I'm glad you said it. Because that's true. We know, even no matter how good your intentions are, you can't be there 20. Like, I think you went live and talked about it. Like, you can't be there. And if you ain't living in a house 24/7 with your kids, how influential and how much of an impact can you really make?
Well, I was able to do it with 3, but really just with 2. Because like the backstory of my shit, like my daughter, uncle, the one who shot me, that nigga robbed me the whole 9 yards. And her mom, boyfriend was just a whole lot of bullshit, right? So that fucked up part of the shit with me and my daughter, right? But then just thinking about it, saying the shit, if I would have had all my kids by, and I'm like by her, then it would just be like just a different thing because that meant even if we weren't together, somehow we would still be like dope ass friends and be raising these kids.
Right.
It's like if you need to go out, I'm there. If I need to go out, you there. It's not you mad because I got Cam and I don't have Justin, or you mad because I got Jazz and Cam and Justin not there. You know that you muted sis.
No, I
So
was telling my son to be quiet. Sorry. No, right. Okay, right quick. How old are your children?
Justin 22, Jasmine 21, Cam 16.
Okay, so you got grown kids or semi-grown because they still be in our pockets. So, but okay, go ahead. Yeah, so that you were able, were able to y'all had a good co-parenting relationship. Your daughter's mother.
No, not really with my daughter mom yet, but we ended up getting better, man. It took me understanding that the shit that her uncle did wasn't her. It took it was her family, but I had that shit coming, man. Like people don't really get like your mama tell you what the fuck to do, you know. And when your mama telling you what to do, and you steady doing the bullshit. Didi, don't sell dope. Didi, go to school. Didi, get your education. Didi, do this. You know, like, you know.
And you was being hard-headed. And so eventually,
like
that shit cut off.
Man. And when I did that dumb shit, what your mama tell you? You sell drugs, you either gonna be on drugs or get killed or go to jail.
Pretty much. And we come from the crack era. So we should know. We saw that shit.
So at the end of the day, once I understood the shit, him shooting me saved my life. Cause
in more ways than one.
Because if he didn't shoot me, I would have been still doing dumb shit. I'd be in prison or I'd be dead. So him shooting me changed me. It made me want more. You know? So thank you, bitch. You know? But
wait, so let's get back. I love it. So let's get back to Nick Cannon. What compelled you to say something, Dennis? Because do you feel like it's your responsibility as a man out here to represent and to mentor the young boys?
It's all our obligations. If you somebody that people look at and think that you kind of dope, if a motherfucker think like when I'm out and guys walk up to me and be like, yo, bro, I'm proud of you. How I'm not gonna tell him something that's gonna make him better? Because everybody don't have a father, everybody don't got a mother that's like mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mentioned you. Obviously, your parents were very heavily. I hear you talk about your mom a lot.
My mother more than my father. My father, a good grandfather. He's a very good grandfather. I don't think he was a very good father. I mean, and it's not because he didn't love us. Like motherfuckers just don't know how. They
don't know. Yeah, and that's why. Yeah, that's what's important for. You're right, Velda. It's to thank you, right? Thank you, bitch. Right? Yeah, you a motherfucker, but you helped me out. I love it. Wait a minute, just right quick side note. Is he in prison? I mean, what happened?
Yo, it's funny. I think the reason why I can't stand his ass because I told his sister, I'm like, all thing I do is just apologize.
He can't face you, probably.
But you a bitch.
Yeah, he's a coward. He probably like I'm right.
Like, cause this is some bitch shit. Like, it's just an apology, and like really, I don't even need it. I just think that when you do some dumb shit, just say you sorry. You know what I mean? And that's it. Like I've done dumb shit in my life, right? I apologize for that shit. You know, but when like the nigga that killed my brother, he was like a family friend, you know, and I never forget. Like, I don't even carry a gun. I never carry a gun. Don't try to rob me. I got security, right? But I'm not no gun carrier nigga. This one particular day, I had my homeboy gun because he got drunk, and I took his gun from him for he wouldn't drive home with it, and I was meeting him to give him back his gun. And I'm sitting in Cuzzo's, and this nigga that shot my brother is sitting right there. And he just look at me, and I look at him, and we've been knowing each other since I was 10 or 11 years old. And he there with his wife, and I would never forget this shit. He there, and they start praying over their food. Cause I'm sitting at the barn, so I'm sitting like right here, and he's sitting right there. And when he got done praying, he looked up. I'm like right there, with a fucking gun like in my bag. And he was just like, "Can I talk to you for a minute?" And he was just like, "Bro, I apologize." He was like, "I was out my fucking mind, bro." And
that's got to be a heavy moment, though. And I see, but so, and this is what I'm saying, like, needs to be shown to the younger generation. Yeah, again, how you show up as a man, how you present yourself. That having multiple baby mamas is not a semblance of you being a man.
People don't really get what people's idea of being a man is the wrong shit.
Yeah.
You know, like that day when he apologized about my brother, I felt like, in all actuality, like my mother was like, "Fuck that nigga," and I get it.
Yeah, because as a mama, no.
But being at that age and thinking about just life, you know, I whip out the gun, I kill him. So now Justin Jackson and Cam don't have a father.
Yeah.
His kids don't have a father. So now we just repeating this shit. My mama lose another son. His family loses a person. And the only thing you say, well, he killed my brother.
Yeah, that's hard. I feel it. Yeah.
So it get to the point that you now have to say, okay, what is really being a man? What do you teach your kids? How do you teach your kids to be better than you?
Yeah.
And like you teach your kids to be better by showing them shit and not telling them shit. Every fucking game that Cameron had, even when I'm mad at his ass, I'm there.
Yeah.
Every game that Justin had, I was there. Most of the games, like 99% of the games that Marcel had, I was there. Jasmine, she say, I'll never forget, she moved in with me when she was like in the 9th grade. And I'm like, look, all you got to do, you want to be a princess, I'll treat you like a princess. Anything you want, you can have. So 9th grade homecoming, she got the glam squad coming, lady come do her makeup, get any dress she want. And it's just like, at that moment, that's what being a man is. Not hanging at the titty bar, not buying a bunch of jewelry, not fucking every chick you can, not doing a lot of shit.
Right? You gotta hesitate. You gotta hesitate it.
Because I be fucked up. Be like, I have done shit in the past. So I'll be like, yo, I'm such a bitch. Right? And it's not, and because you have to just be better.
Yeah.
You know,
and just admit that shit. Own that shit. Own that you done fucked up and you need to be better.
Just be better. Like being a father is so much, is doper than just going out to Miami with your niggas because you got money. Like take your kids and enjoy them because they don't be kids forever. That's and true. That my biggest regret ever is like not being in Jazz life 100%. That's my only, being a father in life, that's my only fucking regret, is not being with Jazz like I wish I could have been.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so when I think
during them important moments, them formative years, them important pivotal moments, yeah.
And like I'm there, like I was there for a lot of shit, but man, like me and her used to beef so much, and I had to think like her crazy ass is like me.
Right.
Like me and her talk on the phone today, she was like, Dad, this nigga crazy. I can't stand this motherfucker. And motherfuckers that would listen to our relationship be like, you let your daughter cuss like that? I'm like, fuck it. She grown, do what the fuck she want to do. That's my nigga. Like, but when they come to me, I know that she genuinely loved me. Only thing she ever wanted me is to love me. Only thing she wanted was me to love her like I love the boys. Right? So when you don't do that shit all the way, you like, women need a father more than a lot of shit.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
I just think that the father is the only one that ever love a daughter, ever love a woman just because.
Yeah.
Like every other
don't
man
want nothing from her. You're right. Because because as women, as we grow up, we see someone wants something from us. Someone is objectifying us. It's
either they fuck. If they like your daughter, if a stepfather like his daughter, like your daughter, it's only because he want to fuck you. It's not because he just like your daughter. He want to fuck you, so he gonna take away your daughter, right? But when a nigga just really love his daughter and that's all he want is just for her to be happy, like that's the one thing about my daughter fiance that I love. That
motherfucker, she engaged, okay.
That motherfucker may not be shit on a whole nother level sometimes. Like he may do some stupid shit, but the one thing that motherfucker is there for his daughter. Like 1000% there for her.
Yeah.
So Noelle ain't gonna ever have the problem that Jazz ever had because that little girl know her daddy love her. You know what I mean?
And don't nobody love you like your daddy for real. And because I got a daddy's, my daughter is about her daddy. She's 18 now, and she's about her daddy. She is about him for real. It's
so that's like the whole thing. Like you just have to just be better, man. Like we all just gotta hold each other accountable. And it's not like a disrespect to Nick Cannon. I don't give a fuck how much money Nick Cannon got. You know, it's hard as hell when your baby mama fucking another nigga and you got to talk to this nigga about your kid and this nigga is jealous of you because you got a little bit of money, or he just like, he on the phone like, nigga, I'm fucking Nick Cannon, bitch. And this nigga don't even come get this goddamn kid. He come get this little ugly motherfucker. Nobody want to go through that shit, man. That's not the shit that people want to go through. And then just think about how Mariah Carey got to feel like, I got 3 kids with this nigga or 2 kids with this nigga, and he out here doing this shit.
Yeah.
Like, who wants that shit?
Right. Man? And he is not planning on really slowing up. He was on the Breakfast Club, by the way. Shout out to Angela Yee. I don't think Angela Yee was there. It was DJ Envy and Charlamagne, but Nick Cannon was on there earlier this week, and he was pretty much letting them know, like, look, I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna do what I do. So
you do not raise your kids how celebrity raise their kids. You're not rich enough.
Right.
Like Jay-Z and Beyonce named that child Blue, but they billionaires.
Right.
They could name their daughter.
But you still need to spend time with your kids, though, no matter how rich you are.
But the thing is, like, when you naming these kids these dumbass names, they rich. They could do that. They could do that.
Right. It's a whole different set of rules. You're right. That go back to what you said earlier. You can't do, like, you see some people and you get inspired and you like you were reading the books by Shannon Holmes and you was like, oh, I can do this shit. That's one thing. But it's certain other things. You can't do everything everybody else is doing. Everybody ain't got the same mission or the same lane or resources.
I remember when I first met Shannon Holmes. Dude didn't even know I was in awe. He didn't know. That nigga didn't know. I was like, oh my God, this is Shannon Holmes. And then me and him talked. And he was just like one of the dopest people ever. Shit, I remember when I just offered this dude fucking $50,000 for Be More Careful story.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Can we? Is that dead? Is that off the table?
No, he turned it down.
You might need to come back now that you got more money.
I'm not offering no more than that. Okay. I did something good though. Don't get it fucked up. What the announcement that I can make the announcement? You want your show to be hot? So, like, the person that we just signed, though, I think...
Come on with the exclusive. I mean, I know we just getting to know each other, Dennis, but my show is already hot, by the way. It's going to be hotter. So, yes, come on, drop that exclusive. I mean, because come on with it.
Like, basically, you know, the shit that we have playing... Hold on, I'm going to show you. The shit that we doing, I think that, honestly, we just... Basically, can you see this?
New York Times bestselling author, true to the game, signs multi-year movie deal with. Hey! I talked it up. Did I not? I said true to the game. Yes.
But
come on with it. Wait a minute. Didn't she already do the movies?
Yeah,
Or y'all doing different ones?
we doing Predator. That's her first movie that we gonna do.
Okay, because I'm like, so you're not redoing True to the Game. Y'all doing some new.
We doing like another 6 of her books.
Good shit.
No, and it's like just knowing that you have her and then you got Brenda, like it just to have. I call her the Mary J. Blige of urban lit.
I love it.
You
Now,
know
do you find it easier to work with women than men in this business, Dennis? Because I hear you calling out 3 women. Jennifer Williams. You said Michelle Moore was
I don't really fuck with Michelle.
But she like, yeah, okay. So you're not messing with her now, but I'm just saying these are like some, like Brenda Hampton. You connected with them now. Now Terry Woods. So is there a difference? It seems like working with women than men in the business.
Fucking sisters, B. Like I don't really know. Like
I'm saying business wise in this business with me, you just.
Man, I got 3 partners. Amen. Sean, Lynn.
Okay. Okay.
It's easier to deal with them. Like Sean, my cousin, he like my brother, so we argue like brothers. Then with Homestead, I own it with 3 other guys.
Okay.
Lynn is really from Detroit, but he a New Yorker. Like we switch places because I'm from New York and I'm a Detroiter. Sean is too, because we're Jamaican and Panamanian. So
I love it.
Then Rob, he in California, man.
Okay. I was just wondering because it seemed like I heard you say a lot of women's names. So that's cool. Okay.
Those my partners, that's my team. You know, it just when they come to women, I've been knowing Brenda for 15, 16 years. You know, I've been knowing Keisha for just as long, because I wrote books. So those are the people I dealt with. And Michelle just schooled me on so much shit, man.
Right.
Right. So
yeah, when we gonna start you said Predator is gonna be the first?
Yeah, that's gonna be the first one we do.
So that's gonna be part of the 23 coming out this year?
Oh, fuck yeah.
So okay, so you gonna come back? Gonna come back to the show?
I'm not filming I'm directing 23. I'm paying for 23 though.
Okay.
Like we doing Who You With Right Now. And then we doing Preacher Lives in Atlanta right on the 15th. Then we do My Movie Faithful. Then your girl China doing Get Paid. That's the name of her movie. She got rehearsal in a minute. Then we got Lee Master movie. We got Levon movie. It's called Cutthroat.
Is Velda gonna be in all of these? Is Velda gonna be?
Oh, so it's funny because Brenda is writing this TV show for Velda. You know what
I mean? Yes. Come on, baby.
Like everybody love Velda, man.
You know it. She been my boo since the very first day I walked into Black Family Development. Yeah, and that's why I was telling my husband, that character that she played and he said, she said, I'm like, boo, that's how Velda is in real life. Like just her energy.
Did you see her on stage with it though?
No, I didn't see the stage play. I just saw the movie.
If you would have seen,
but I have seen her act on stage. I have been to some of her plays.
Fuck them plays. If you didn't see her, she said, you missed a treat.
When she said, "Yo, fake ass, fake Faith Evans, friendless Faith Evans," that one line, I died.
No, man, Velda is just.
Shout out to Velda, for real.
Her and Lee are Lee and China, man. That's they my people, man.
I love it. I need y'all all to come back on the show, for real though, Dennis. Like seriously, like let's not make this the last time. Just like seriously, let's. I want to have you and some of your cast come back. Cause I really believe in, like you said, working together and connecting and collaborating. So
I hope that you could get Sharia and Bree and Brenda on, cause I didn't really notice that, with Who You With is really ran by three women is running it. You know, you got Sanya, who's one of my producing partners, who's doing a dope ass job. And she the one who put so much shit together to make me look good. You know, and then you got Cherie, who directed her first movie, and you know, I'm mad at her right now, but she's fucking just amazing. You know, and then you got Bree, who's like my little sister, assistant director, that she about to direct Nasty, and it's all women.
I love it.
And
we run the world. We do.
Y'all do. Y'all run it in so many ways. That's why I'm trying to be y'all.
Don't be letting out secrets. We only got 2 minutes left. Why you let that secret out?
Like the gay guys, we want to be just like y'all because they know how dope y'all are. I don't want to be like y'all.
Especially black women.
I don't want to be no woman, but
well,
I don't want no period.
Yeah, you don't. But like you said, we dope in other ways. So wait, let's close it out with the trailer to Paper Heart. Which I was watching, by the way. Just give a little snapshot of what Paper Heart. That's your latest movie, right? And all the movies are on Tubi, by the way. Right. Snapshot of Paper Heart, right quick. That's currently your latest film.
Yeah. What you want to know about it? It's a.
We just take us into the trailer. Just take us into the trailer.
So, this your boy Dennis Reed II, and I want y'all to watch Paper Heart, directed by me, written by Keisha Irvin and Brenda Hampton, and watch it on Tubi yesterday, man.
Right. So let's go to that clip and see. You said that comment about the men, and see, I wish you would have said that earlier, so we could elaborate on what you said.
Right. You have.
We'll have to come back to that though.
And beautiful fiance.
What are you doing? Well, shorty that ran into my fiance car.
It's something different about him, and I know that he has a girl, but everything about him just says that he's supposed to be mine. Like, I can honestly feel it.
Man, I see you out here doing big things, man.
Being here with you was really making me happy.
I feel the same, Maxim.
When I get home, I got a lot to handle. You do too. I know you got a man.
Girl, did he hit you? You have a whole fiance at home, remember? Get out!
I already knew how this little thing between us was gonna end.
Can I be cooped up in this dirty, dingy ass motel room like this, bro? This right here, this is our reality.
Get out! We both knew this wasn't gonna work.
We got something special.
I have to save myself.
Don't touch me again, you know what's happening.
Get out! Get out! All my life, I've been waiting for somebody to save me. I knew that it was gonna be you.
Oh, I can't seem to let you go.
Oh shit, that's
good.
Shit. That's the shit. And I love South China. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have her back. Look, she my sister in my head already. Like that's me. That character, I was like, that's me all day.
Yo, shout out to Spud for that edit of the movie, by the way.
She what?
Spud, he edited the movie. Shout out.
Okay.
You know,
I love it.
China the shit, man.
She is. She acted the hell out of that, bro. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, and I do definitely want to have all y'all back at some point, your cast or something. So what, Dennis, as we wrapping it up, tell us where people can find you on social media. Again, all the movies are on Tubi, y'all. We're gonna be who you with the Angela Yee. When can we expect to see that?
We done filming Friday, so 2 months from now.
Okay. So maybe y'all can come back around that time. Maybe. You know, like you said, the 3 ladies, I would love to have them on. Hell yeah.
You have them on Monday if you want. They be prepared.
Okay.
Dope as fuck, man.
I got my stuff going on for this month already, but we're gonna plan it.
Super busy. I already know. I see you.
I'm out here, but I'm gonna get to it. No, it's definitely gonna come. Like that'll be around a perfect time when it drops. I would definitely love to have you back on. So
you should. I think you should start hitting on premieres though, with your microphone. You have great personality and shit.
thank you. I'm gonna be there. Well, I also contribute to Rolling Out. So, but I'm gonna be there with my Rocky's reality mic.
That's even doper though. Like
the Rocky's reality is my shit. So yeah.
You know what though? Like at the end of the day, you the shit.
Thank you. You too. You too. Likewise. And then I appreciated chopping it up with you, Dennis. And this ain't goodbye. This is see you later. So definitely let's keep in touch. Where can people follow you?
Instagram at Dennis Reed with 2 eyes after the Reed, because it really means second. And Instagram that, Twitter that, and then just Dennis Reed on Facebook. Oh, you know what? And DR2 Productions.com.
Yes, got that new website dropped.
Website, and that bitch sweet as hell. Shout out.
It is. Okay. All right. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you to everyone watching. Thank you, Vilda. Love you. Thank you, Gigi. Thank you, everyone else who was watching. And I will see y'all next week. And thank you, Dennis. Thank you for taking the time. And I appreciate you when I hopped in your inbox, you responded. I appreciate that. Because sometimes people be acting a little high post. So I appreciate.
I'm so not that.
No, I'm glad. I appreciate it. All right. Take care. Y'all have a good night.